Jealous.
I'm a little confused about what to do here. It's a Friday the 13th week, and given that I've already done Friday the 13th's 1, 2, 3, and 4, naturally that means it's time to do part 5. Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. But hold on there, soldier. Obviously you don't know how numbers work on my show, because 5 does not come after 4. Oh, no, no. Clearly 5 comes before the number 1, as I have already reviewed Friday the 13th, A New Beginning 6 years ago. Let's take a look at a clip. Easy. He's too fucking big. What the fuck? Well, I guess that means I didn't like it, because fiddling with a standee from Jason Goes to Hell clearly means that I'm disappointed in the 5th film. No matter. I don't need to re-review this movie. Instead, I can just watch 2 people who are more qualified than me do it.
Our next movie is named Friday the 13th, Part 5, and why was I so lucky that I got to review this movie instead of you?
I'll get my chance.
Thank you, Lord and Saviors, Jesus and Christ.
They are apparently all being killed by Jason, the guy in the hockey mask, who has been slicing and dicing teenagers with a machete for 5 movies now, and the formula is always the same.
Yes, it has become tedious in the 3 films that Jason did that. No clips were supplied to them for the movie, but I think the trailer works just as well.
Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning.
Gee, it's really amazing how that hockey mask has stood up under the wear and tear of the last 4 pictures, you know.
Well, not terribly amazing, since that was technically a dream sequence.
You know,
and how does a guy like that go into a store and buy a new hockey mask?
Okay.
I mean, what do you think he looks like underneath the mask?
Well, I mean, considering the twist in Part 5, the killer probably did go out and buy a mask, and the mask from 3 and 4 was the same mask. It was the mask that he stole from Shelley. Dear departed Shelley. Yeah, but who cares about this movie? It's time now to chastise those people who would dare go see this trash.
And it occurs to me that teenagers going to a dead teenager movie are the equivalent of horses going to the glue factory.
Obviously, because if you go see a movie in which people of your age group are murdered, that means that you too will be murdered. And how exactly will you be murdered?
But I'm wondering what the delight is of the skewering. There's an awful lot of body piercing in this film, and I don't know what that kick is there. How many times do you have to see a pole go through someone's chest?
Well, to be fair, the movie that I'm about to watch today also has a lot of pole skewering, though of a completely different kind. We just all need to admit that these movies are icky.
You guys are knocking this stuff, but don't you stop for traffic accidents? Don't you slow down? Maybe I slow down a little bit, you know, but I don't get out of my car, go over and look at the body cavity and see where the head's been ripped off.
Thank you. I tell people all the time that authentic snuff films exist, and it's Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. But do you know what's grosser than that? Making a porno spoof of a Friday the 13th film, which is Friday the 13th, A Nude Beginning. It makes sense to explain the difference, as there were no nude scenes in A New Beginning. And doesn't that box cover just scream out Friday the 13th spoof? Is this a Friday the 13th movie or that Shannon Tweed Elektra movie? And I will stick with real Paul Thomas and Nina Hartley movies, like Boogie Nights, thank you very much. Friday the 13th, A Nude Beginning was released in 1987. 2 years after Part 5, but 1 year before Part 7. And I guess calling it Friday the 13th, The Nude Blood, didn't sound as appealing. Probably no more appealing than this title sequence. An FJ production? So the movie's gonna be on topic for a while and then derail into a conversation about To Live and Die in LA? And what's with the music? Why the space sounds? If you're gonna do that, just call it Jason XXX. I'll give this movie credit, it actually does somewhat feature the mask from the box cover of A New Beginning, which clearly foreshadowed the fact that this movie does not have the real Jason in it. Either that or whoever designed this cover saw the porno spoof instead. I guess in this movie, Jason is the Phantom of Crystal Lake, and also...
Can't you find a better way of getting things done than cutting up those stupid pictures?
They're not stupid!
He talks? Jason doesn't talk? Except for that one time in Jason Goes to Hell, but this movie was made years prior and has nothing to do with Jason Goes to Hell. By the way, the movie takes place in hell. Oh, wait, Jason is taking his mask off? Jason never takes his mask off, says folks who have never seen the movies. And Jason most certainly does not sing.
Just jealous, jealous, you're jealous.
Why didn't you tell me that Musical March in September came earlier this year? I would have dug out my copy of Xanadu a lot earlier. Not even Pamela Voorhees enunciated her lines this much.
I am not now, nor will I ever be, nor have I ever been jealous of you and your things. There is nothing you can do to impress me.
You could tone it down just a little. I don't know if this is Jason's mom or some hell broad, but the two seem to have made a deal to see who can cause the most debauchery on Earth, until Freddy releases them from hell and has them cause debauchery on Earth.
Watch this.
Oh wow, he has the power to cut to a completely unrelated sex scene. Well, this is 80s video porn, so it might be awkward.
I know, and I want you too. But remember, we promised. We have to wait. At least until after we're married.
Ugh, this is what happens when the writer and director of Old Fashioned decides to make a porno. See? They don't even kiss each other goodnight.
I'm gonna blow you a kiss. Catch it?
That is not the kind of blowing that people are expecting out of this movie. So is that it? What the fuck? Jason is a terrible matchmaker.
Fred, I told you no.
It's not Fred.
Oh no, it's Tim Noah. I don't want to see how puppets operate his dick. I'm starting to think that this isn't Jason Voorhees.
Jason, you remember me?
Yeah?
Your best man?
I don't think that magically appeared in his hand. Something tells me there was some editing that was involved in that. Not that people don't have that magical power anyway. Wrong hand. So this guy is Jason in the same way that this was Eddie Valiant and Jessica Rabbit. And he's just as appealing as Eddie from Who Reamed Rosie Rabbit.
It's also a tradition that the best man, like the bride to be, just as comfortable as possible.
See? It's tradition. The best man has to fuck the bride before the wedding. It's either that or Caesar is gonna do it. Bonus points if he shoots his load between her teeth. Porno Jason is a way bigger asshole than real Jason. Real Jason just murders you. Porno Jason fucks your fiancé and makes you live with it. He also makes you live with the disgusting blowjob sound effects. Either he has a very bubbly dick, or his penis is the predator. That's the look you want to give in your post-porno sex scene. Pure disgust. Is this supposed to impress anyone?
Big fucking deal. So you screw some little girl and you break up her marriage.
You know, just like Jason Voorhees.
Jason, it was crude. I don't like any style whatsoever.
Hey, I'm supposed to say that. How did this movie know I was gonna say that 28 years later? After Jason eats a spider out of a baby skeleton head, time for our next romp.
I come to you on behalf of the brave and valiant rebels of my oppressed country. We seek help in fighting the fascist dictators who enslave our people.
Ooh, damn. The Tea Party is trying really hard to boost up their sex appeal. This movie is getting political on me.
I do not drink coffee. It's the drink of the fascist oppressors.
The Gilmore Girls are fascist oppressors? I'm starting to think that this girl doesn't have much of a plan.
The new government, which will be established by the valiant rebel forces, will be very cooperative to any new ideas for reformation which your country might wish to bestow upon us.
Okay, step one, we need to get you a better speechwriter. Something tells me that this is going to be Ann Coulter and Mark Cuban's roles in Sharknado 3. And treat this girl with some respect. She comes from the magical country of Pat Benetaristan. This is just like Congress. Nothing gets done, and there's probably a whole lot of fucking. And penises that sound like mariachi bands. I do not want to see her empty the spit valve. And this is how anti-sodomy laws were passed. The fuck was the point of this?
It was gorgeous. A thing of beauty.
Our interpretations of beauty are two different things. I can now never look at how a bill becomes a law the same way again, because now I know that that's all lies. Well, we've gotten politics out of the way, so why not televangelists?
Name him.
Jimmy Braggart.
Jimmy Braggart? Now how are they gonna work Jimmy Swaggart into a sex scene? That seems impossible. Ooh, wait, I better not talk over these amazing special effects. And look, you can insert a cut or you can put in a sound effect, but you can't have both. Ah! Fuck! I'll probably be doing this one soon. Okay, so what's this guy's platform?
The Lord has given me a mission. He wants me to wipe out all moral intrepidity in this world and to bring his people back into the paths of righteousness.
And if that doesn't work, we're gonna make a movie where we save Christmas.
What about hunger? What about starvation?
These are the questions that I ask myself when I'm trying to jerk off to a porno. Some nun this is. Bruno Mattei made more realistic depictions of nuns.
Your soul will remain forever, eternally, in the kingdom of God.
The opening scene said that premarital sex was bad. I don't know if I trust you, Jimmy Braggart. Maybe you should cry once the sex is over. Luckily for him, nuns' undergarments are traditionally always this sexy. Same with this amazing church music. Okay, either a sex scene is about to happen or Saturday Night Live is wrapping up. I'd rather hear that than more of these sound effects. Because nothing says sexy like the sound of squishing grapes between your toes. What the hell is the point of you two? You insert yourselves into sex scenes because, well, I guess we gotta film something and open it up with a hockey mask. Boom! Porno spoof. Well, way to go. You proved that a guy named Jimmy Braggart was corrupt.
I'll show you corruption with a capital K.
Say, this chapter is actually getting an epilogue, or a nude beginning, if you will. He wasn't corrupt enough as it is, so we need to catch him saying shit like this.
We've got problems. Who hired this spook to do my makeup? And where is my regular fag makeup man?
And everyone's erections suddenly went down. Except for the one guy in the back of the theater, who everyone is now judging. And it doesn't even end there.
I never, ever want to be touched by a spook again.
Okay, I get it. You believe in God, but you don't believe in spooks. At least we get to see their screening process on casting the film.
I don't suppose you have any diseases, do you?
Hardly.
And you're hired! Just when you think that this couldn't possibly get any more questionable.
I am blind. I have breast cancer. I come from Russia to be healed by the Reverend Braggart.
The Room is sexier than this! This guy looks like someone blew up Jeff Foxworthy's face. And what's his magical cancer cure?
Oh, Lord. Woo-wee. Yeah. Yeah. Riddle that cancer out, Lord. Yeah. Yeah.
Friday the 13th, A Nude Beginning really paved the way for cancer porn. Oh, clearly, now that her blindness is cured, she can now know what sex is. Why don't we throw a lesbian into the mix?
Girl, what you doing down there on that white boy?
Sister, your problem is that you are a lesbian. And the Lord has told me, through me, He wants me to heal you of your lesbianism.
Aside from the obvious questions I have regarding these characters' motivations, how on earth is this being broadcast on television? It's not every day that you watch a porno scene where Amazing Grace is playing in the background. And if you're not attracted to men before this fuck the gay away scene...
Hail! Amen.
Congratulations, you're still not attracted to men. At this point, I don't even know what they're talking about anymore. It just seems like a series of tangents.
And have you any idea how hard it is to grow a one-legged man's leg back? No, I don't think even you, big brother.
Ah, so they are siblings. Glad they cleared that up. What's their next target?
Anti-porno, man-hating feminists playing hardball now, are we?
Oh, I see this going well.
What are you doing here tonight, man?
That's the core of feminism. Not knowing the other person's name and just saying the word man repeatedly in a condescending tone.
Looks like we have a man here tonight, ladies. Why don't you come over here and hit on me, man? Well, let me tell you something, man.
I've now seen this guy in a few sex scenes. I know he's a man. But in case that you didn't catch that she's the stereotypical feminist...
You men are slime. You're all dirty, disgusting, perverted sex fiends.
Oh, well, I can't really disagree with that. I think this movie is what Rush Limbaugh based his entire view of feminism on. I'm not sure I like this truce of stopping the porno protesters by simply putting them in the movie. Obviously, just simply agreeing with her that all men are scum and giving her a makeover is a one-way ticket to Bangtown. I learned that on the internet. And Nina Hartley definitely looks sexy, but am I the only one that thinks she looked way sexier like this? Aw, is this making someone jealous?
His hockey mask. Left his heart.
That's because the movie forgot that it's a Friday the 13th spoof hours ago. Now it's her turn to seduce Nina, but don't get too close or Jimmy Braggart will try to cure you. Ladies, you're gonna get yourselves thrown out of this establishment, but probably not. When I was told that this scene involved scissoring, this isn't what I had in mind. But I think we all know what's gonna happen next.
Come with me, baby. Come on.
That's right, Superfly TNT shows up.
I want you to fuck me.
And then they realize the scene wouldn't go anywhere, so they start fucking. But meanwhile, in the Rapture music video... Hey, remember when this character started out as a hardcore feminist?
Fine as you are, don't you even think about coming home until you make 5 big ones.
Lesson learned, never get a makeover and pick up a guy in a bar. Wait, did I miss something? Is there a missing scene where she seduces Sheena, Queen of the Jungle? I'm almost surprised this movie doesn't end with incest. Instead, it just ends with them bickering on who is the most corrupt. And also this little quote direct from the Bible. Did I say Bible? I meant breakup poetry from some high school kid who's just been dumped.
On the 6th day, God created man in his own image. And on the 13th day, the devil created woman in her.
And then Jason drowns and his mother kills a bunch of teenagers. What the hell kind of Friday the 13th movie was this? Oddly enough, it actually does have some links with Friday the 13th. The movie was directed by Fred J. Lincoln, who co-starred as Fred in Last House on the Left, a movie produced by Sean Cunningham, who went on to direct Friday the 13th. So oddly enough, it has more in common with the original movie's creator than some of the sequels did. This is what I get for reviewing Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, several years ago. I'm stuck with a porno spoof that has even less to do with Jason Voorhees than Part 5 did. It's not every day that you think you're watching a slasher porno spoof, and then it turns out to be a spoof of political and religious figures, thus becoming brilliant political satire that is actually kind of offensive, which means no one should watch it. This is a movie so original that its sequel is called Friday the 13th Part 2, The Next Generation, so now I can know what their kids are like. And I am sick of these fucking porno spoofs straying so far away from the original movie's plot that literally any goddamn thing can happen. What the hell was that?
What's up, everybody? My man, you looking good, brother. Just thought I'd come up and check you, you know, just see how you was doing and everything.
What the fuck? Donald Belisario produces my show? Okay.
Friends, let's talk about something we're all familiar with. Sin.